Hello and welcome back to another game from M2on2. My name is Marcus. I was joined today by Matt at the Seven Dials Club and we are playing a game of Underworlds. We are in the Wintermoor edition of the game and I'm bringing Myari's Purifiers with the Rimewyrm Bite versus Cyreni's Ravers with Voidcursed Thralls. And in this instance, I have to go first, and Hammer moves onto an objective. I use a card to push Cyreni, Sennefer, who is Void Cursed, and stagger them. Hammer is then moved and cause damage. I play a card. They then play a card that causes staggers when you get moved over. I then play a card to cause one more damage to Sennefer, and then Sennefer is pushed up with a card as well. I surge 2 cards at the end of all of this because 2 models have been damaged, and because I used up a Aether Stone on an elemental ability. Lots of stuff. That's the push. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, so from here, Sennefer charges the bow, staggering 2 models on the way through, and does 2 damage. However, the bow person gets a success, and inspires. The Voidcursed Thralls is then played. The Voidcursed Assault is then played, and it hits, but I defend with 2 shields, and the hammer also inspires. I then upgrade my swordsman with a big old stomp card. Hammer turns round and and kills Sephenir with a reroll from Stagger.
Oh yes, are you serious? Are you gonna deny first? Oh, don't do that. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Oh, yes.
Cyreni then hammer-tides hammer for 1 damage and staggers. At the end of the power phase, the fish elves then surge for 2 points as 3 of my models are staggered. Oops. Hammer moves out of the path of the hammer tides. Cyreni moves to place themselves back on that same line again. And realizing that hammer is dead, I instead charge with my archer up the pitch and attack, doing 1 damage. So the sword master again gets another upgrade, and we laugh how I could have stopped that surge, as the card would have been not to be staggered. Oops. At the end of round 1, it's High Elves free, Sea Elves free. Oh, Cyreni kills Hammer with Hammer Tide, which makes the total High Elves free, Sea Elves free. I explain because there are no hazard hexes on his side of the board that we are not going to be able to score certain cards in my deck, and he's quite happy with that. Okay, round 2. Aphamar is Voidcursed, and the archer gets to go first. So Archer charges onto objective and attacks the now Voidcursed model at closer range, which means I have Cleave, hoping for a crit because that would give me Grievous. However, I miss, but I use my reroll to cause 1 damage. Sword gets another upgrade. The Archer becomes Voidcursed from a card from the Voidcursed deck. I play a card to inspire my mage, removing my stone. An upgrade is put onto Cyreni that allows them to move, and I use card to push up a swordsman. Cyreni then Hammer Tides the mage for 1 damage and gives them a stagger. Mage then moves on to objective, and I surge for holding 3 objectives at the same time. Cyreni then uses the upgrade to move onto an objective, placing them back on the same line as the mage, and the Voidcursed surge, as one of my models is now Voidcursed. Cyreni Hammer Tides and does another 1 damage. Raising my leader is probably dead. I go for charge with the swordsman, killing the Voidcursed Thrall. Cyreni does indeed Hammer Tide my mage from the game, and the swordsman attempts to use one of the upgrades to stomp the floor and cause damage, but unfortunately the scatters don't go in the right way. That's me just checking that where you place the scatter token. Scatter's not easy to find in the book. Should have checked the index at the back. Fortunately, it misses. Last activation, the thrall charges the archer, but misses. At the end of the turn, the High Elves has got 6 points, and the Sea Elves have got 7. Going into the final turn, the Razors go first, and the Thrall attacks the Archer, who misses. Cyreni is upgraded twice. I use the attack from below attack, and the scatter works this time, and this wounds Cyreni and Surges. For wounding a model on an objective token. Swordsman charges Cyreni. Oh no, that's still going. This is still the 2-point scatter. And that does the damage. And that surges the card. So Swordsman charges. Cyreni then uses a spell reaction to move the Thrall, and then I attack, and it's defended on a crit. I cause 1 damage with another power card, and I make the Swordsman immune to single damage effects, which the so elves were not happy about. The Thrall attacks the Swordsman, doing 1 damage, and this is then healed with an upgrade card from my hand. They realise they can no longer kill the Swordsman by the end of the turn. I am now rules monkeying to check whether the archer can be given a charge token so the swordsman can attack again. Eventually we decide that he can, even though he cannot make the attack action at the end of the charge, because he only has ranged attacks. However, I am checking this with the Discord just in case I am wrong. Hope I'm not. I charge him away to start with, and then we realise that if I do that, Cyreni has those upgrades which allow her to move. So instead I charge into base with Cyreni. Cyreni then hammer tides me off the board, killing me and surging a card for being killed in his deployment zone. The swordsman then kills Cyreni. Well, that's a moral victory for me. The Thrall then uses his upgrade to move on to an objective. And then we strategize for objectives. And the swordsman moves on to an objective for the end of the game. This ends the game. High Elves 8, Sea Elves 9. A really good game. Being longboarded against Cyreni is really difficult, and I don't think I played it the best of ways. I think I should have tried to rush into my opponent's deployment zone, placing more objectives into his zone to give the best chance to win. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, please like, please enjoy, and I hope you have see you on another game. Good night.